Okay, here we are going to be factoring 3y squared minus 10y plus 8. This is a 3-term polynomial, and do keep in mind you factor differently with 3-term compared to a 2-term compared to a 4-term polynomial. All use different methods. So when factoring, first step, count your terms, and then that's going to tell you what method you need to use to factor that. So this is 3 terms. What I like to do first, definitely make sure it's in descending order. So your highest variable y squared first, and then your y term, and then your constant last. Also check for a greatest common factor. See if you have any common factors for your constants and any common variables in every term. This one is in descending order, and it has no GCF, no greatest common factor. So we're ready to begin breaking this down. Go ahead and label your a term, which is the number in front of y squared, your b term, which is the number in front of your y, and your c term, that's going to be your constant at the end. Make sure you include all signs. So that middle term, make sure you include that negative with that 10. All right, then you're going to take the a term and the c term, multiply those two together. 3 times 8 is a positive 24. Okay. Then you want to find two factors of that a times c, positive 24, whose sum is our b term, negative 10. So two factors of positive 24 whose sum is our b term, negative 10. Sometimes it's really easy to do. You can think of it immediately. But if you're having trouble, just go to the side and start listing all factors of 24 first. So 1 times 24, positive 2 times 12, 3 times 8, 4 times 6, and that's it for now. And then also make sure to take those numbers and change the signs to get the rest of your factors. Negative 1 times negative 24 is still a positive 24. Negative 2 times negative 12 is a positive 24. Negative 3, negative 8, negative 4, negative 6. Okay. From those lists of factors, take each set and add or subtract depending on their sign. We want to find the set whose sum is negative 10, and that's going to be this negative 4, negative 6. Added together give you a positive, multiplied together give you a positive 24, added together give you a negative 10. So those are the constants you're going to use to finish this problem. Once you find those constants, we're ready to set up our answer. I like to use brackets just to indicate I'm not done. It keeps things a little more organized. So start with your variable. We're using y, so evenly distribute that y squared in the first spot. Then you're going to take your constants you found here. Negative 6, negative 4, you're going to bring those down. Make sure you include the sign. And it doesn't matter if you put negative 6 or negative 4 first, as long as you have those constants. Make sure to leave some space underneath those constants. Always divide by a. If you forget to do that, you're going to be possibly completely wrong in your answer. All right. Make sure after you do that, every fraction needs to be completely reduced. 4/3 is in lowest terms. 6/3 will reduce to the whole number 2, so negative 2. Okay, one more step and we're finished. If you're left with any fractions, take the denominator of that fraction, move it up in front of its y term. So that becomes 3y minus 4 times y minus 2. And there's your factored polynomial.